So there was a trailer for the new season of The Boys, which I watched this morning, and I'm really glad I watched it. Not that I like the show The Boys, but it reminded me that there was a new Garth Ennis comic that came out in the past week that I really wanted to read, which was, the new Garth Ennis comic, which is called Get Fury. It's not even called Punisher Get Fury, which I thought it was. It's just called Get Fury, which I assume is a reference to Get Shorty, the Elmore Leonard novel. I know Garth Ennis is, like me, a big Elmore Leonard fan, so I'm pretty sure that's an Elmore Leonard reference. I don't know. Could be something else. The first issue of this Get Fury was really good. It's very heavy on text, very heavy on dialogue, and that's what I like. There's, of course, one or two scenes of horrible, brutal violence in it because it's the first issue of a new Garth Ennis war comic, so of course there's some just abhorrent, nasty stuff happening to people. But there's also, my favorite part, some really grounded conversation about how real war operations are actually done, both by groups like, say, the CIA, but also, standard military operations and kind of dissent in the ranks on that stuff. I love Garth Ennis. He's one of my all-time favorite writers. He's written a handful of my very favorite books. He's affected my life in a way that very few authors have. This is good stuff. He's doing a lot of work these days that I'm not necessarily a huge fan of. I'm not reading his fucking James Bond book. It doesn't really appeal to me. But anytime he starts doing war stories, World War II, Vietnam War, stuff that involves, Punisher and Fury turn out to be pretty good characters in his hands, ironically. Just considering how many shit stories have been told with those characters over the years. It's funny that this one dude manages to get fucking incredible stories out of them every single time. First issue of Get Fury. This is art by Jason Burrows, I believe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but he's a very interesting artist. The first issue of Get Fury was real good. I'm looking forward to reading more of it. What did I think of season 4 of The Boys? I don't watch The Boys. I just don't. It's not written by Garth Ennis, and that's the only reason I read the comic. It's not drawn by Derek Robertson, and that's the only other reason I read the comic. So, it's just not my thing. It's not my thing. I always say The Boys, the TV show, feels like it was made by people who like superhero media for people who like superhero media. I think the people who made The Boys really enjoy watching Marvel movies and Marvel TV shows. I don't. Garth Ennis doesn't. And that's why Garth Ennis writes stories that I really enjoy reading, because he kind of shares some of my same outlooks. It's fine, I'm glad other people have shows they can enjoy. I'm not shitting on them for enjoying it. It just ain't my thing, man. There's fucking 500 million shows out there. I ain't gonna watch all of them. I'm gonna watch one or two of them. Boys isn't gonna be one of them. The show will always remind me to go back and reread the comic. That's the best thing it does, man. The best thing that show will ever do is it will remind me how much I enjoy reading that comic. And I really do. Boys is one of my favorite comics. Not all of it. It's got some stuff in it that, it's got a lot of jokes in it. And jokes don't always land. Jokes aren't always funny. But the stuff that works, man, fucking top tier. Top tier comic book. Really enjoyed it. I think this Get Fury will be pretty good. I really enjoyed the last couple of Garth Ennis Punisher Vietnam stories. You got Punisher Born, you got Punisher Platoon. Those are fucking great Vietnam stories, man. Those are like, you're reading fucking Full Metal Jacket, basically. Really great stuff. So this new one, it's fucking great as well, man. I'm looking forward to the rest of this issue, or the rest of this mini-series. The Boys. Someone else is going to have to watch that. It ain't going to be me. It ain't going to be me, man. It's too silly. I wish the Boys TV show had been more like Sicario, that CIA Mexican hitman movie with Benicio del Toro and Josh Brolin. That's what I think the Boys should be like. That kind of grounded, gritty texture to it. But that's just me. That's just me. I ain't fucking watched the show, and fucking it's an incredibly popular show that people love, so why am I criticizing it? It's just gonna make people fucking wish I was fucking eating a big pile of shit. So fucking fuck me for saying shit that people don't want to hear, right? Anyways, I'm not here to talk about a show. Just remind me to read a good Garth Ennis comic, and I did, and I really liked it. So, as far as I'm concerned, guess I'm having a pretty good day. Hope you are too, my friends.